Next to a band whose impact wasn't just musical, but cultural, political and generational as well. The Sex Pistols helped redefine not just music, but fashion, and the rebellion inspired the likes of Nirvana and Oasis. In a moment, we'll chat to the band's co-founder and bassist, Glen Matlock, about his new documentary film about those early years. Honestly, Glenn, it's such an honour to have you in the studio. And we were just having a bit of a chat as all those videos played, and there is something about that album and those tracks that really encapsulates a moment in time which people can still relate to, even now. It's incredible.
Yeah, I think it was the right thing at the right time, with lots of things coming together, you know, fashion, the right people, graphic designers, hairdressers, other musicians. What I'm proud of more than anything else are coming out of that. Most of it started at Malcolm McLaren's shop where we all met.
Yeah, which he owned.
But there was a coterie of about 25 people who all went on to do something, you know, Susie from Banshees, Billy Idol, loads of people, you know.
Yeah, and it was, you know, and the thing about this documentary, it talks about those early years and lots of footage, obviously, and it's based on the book, the autobiography that you wrote back in 1990. But for so many people living now in London in 2025, they probably still can't believe or really truly understand just how impactful, you know, the culture and the music that was being created in London, just how huge it was at that point in time.
Well, yeah, it took a while to get going, but it was for the kind of hipsters at the time who were looking for a change in some kind of way, and who was fed up with the old guard, as lots of different generations are.
Yeah.
But I think we did it with aplomb.
You really did, and by doing this documentary, you sort of revisit the highs and the lows of that time. Was that difficult or quite easy for you to delve back into?
Well, I mean, the story is I was originally in the band, then I wasn't, and then Sid was in the band, and I rejoined the band, and my kind of story's a little bit taken a bit of a back. You know, it's been passed over a little bit. So that was the main reason I wrote the book in the first place. And over the years, people have become more interested in my side of the story, and I got approached about making this documentary, and luckily it's taken a while to do, but it finally came out last Thursday on Sky, which was the 50th anniversary to the day of our first ever concert, or I don't know, concert gig, bracket making exercise at St Martin's School of Art, where I'd been a student. So there you go.
It's, I mean, you know, London, I just think that the connection to London with all of you and this album, we're just going to call it Never Mind the Bees.
Okay, but even in this day? Even
in this day and age, we're still going to call it Never Mind the Bees, so I don't get in trouble with Ofcom. You wrote 10 out of those 12
I
tracks.
wrote 10 out of it.
And did you realise at the time that you were writing something that was going to be so impactful, even to that, I mean, you know, you wouldn't have known then it was going to be impactful to the likes of Oasis, for example, but did you realise at that point, I think we're onto something here?
Yeah, I think right from the get-go we was onto something. Where we started out, there was another shop next door called Granny Takes a Trip, where like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones got their clothes from. There was another shop called Alcacera where your kind of glam rockers got stuff from. This is all down the wrong end of the King's Road. There was Brian Ferry and Anthony Price sort of trolling down the road. And Malcolm all thought these people were a bit kind of cheesy, so we did too. And they were all multi-millionaires or so, we thought. We didn't have a pot to...
You know when? Yep.
As a father in, and it just gave us a really good attitude, you know. And then we had John, who was fantastic. He had his finger on the pulse of all the things that he wanted to complain about. I had the tunes, Steve and Paul had the sound, so it was
something, there was a little nugget there that grew into something brilliant. Yeah. And what I find really interesting is you've not sort of flown off to some far-flung place. You're still within the same place of in and around Maida Vale that you've been in since the late 70s.
Don't tell everybody.
Don't tell everybody that's the best place to be.
Yeah, I'm seldom there, so. In fact, I just got back from France. I was at the Bordeaux Film Festival.
Oh, I know, because the film's gone international, hasn't it? Which is unsurprising.
Yeah.
Unsurprising, you know, the tentacles of the Sex Pistols are still, growing and doing well.
And we're still playing as well. We was touring all this year.
Yeah.
And we will be again next year, so watch this space.
So they can see where it came from and they can watch you in action next year as well.
And see where it's got to.
That's brilliant. Glenn, thank you so much for joining us.
But don't forget, you can see it on Sky still, Amazon Prime and Apple TV.
Yeah, I was a teenage Sex Pistol.
I was a
People can watch it
teenage
right
Sex
now.
Pistol, but he's getting on a bit now.
But we still love having you around.
Thank you.